It's been so successful for you guys. 5 straight NCAA appearances. You got a couple players drafted in the first round of the NBA draft. What would you give a state of the Illinois basketball program right now?
Never been better. I put that with facilities, the university's growing. That goes well beyond basketball. I think that as coaches, we always strive for more. I don't think you could be at a university in a better place and time than I am at the University of Illinois. We're selling out. We sold out student tickets in 18 minutes. Every game's a sellout. Our facilities, we're 3 years into a renovated $41 million practice facility that's state-of-the-art. I love our coaches that I'm with. I think we're just in an incredible place to be. We're in the best league, the best opponents. So I just think we're as the cream rises to the top, I think we're approaching that.
You talk to some coaches and they say it has never been harder to build what you just described right now. And I know you wouldn't say it's been easy for you guys, but in the way that college basketball is right now, how have you done that, and how have you gotten it to this level, do you think?
Well, I think we've adapted it. I think it starts at the administrative level with our athletic director, Josh Whitman. I think that he's been very, very proactive in all the changes. He's been at the forefront. He's very matter of fact with us. He keeps us in the loop. And then just not fearing change. Now it's whatever the situation is, okay, how are we going to tackle this and come out on top? And that's the approach I've taken. I've got a lot of very, very good people that I work with that are around me that allow that to happen. And it's not easy, and don't want anybody to be fooled by that. But it is very, very rewarding and fun sometimes to do something a little different, be creative, and we've tried to do that.
Speaking of creative, I saw the picture, you in the orange jumpsuit from this spring. I think some tabbed at international gangster, Bradamir as well. Obviously, you have a huge international flavor on your team. Where did the picture start, and the kind of the idea of this creative for you guys?
I truly have no idea where all the pictures have started. Somebody with a lot of time on their hands.
Yeah.
I've always been and fascinated with players from abroad. I think they get great coaching. It fits our university. We're a very diverse university at the University of Illinois. And then you start looking at the NBA and the trends. Arguably the best players in the world are from Europe right now. So why not copy that? And when NIL came in, it took it another step further in being able to now attract some of the very, very best. We've been working this really since day one. I've got a great staff. We're over there about every month to 6 weeks. We were over there, we had one coach over there 4 times this summer. So it's going to be a continued hotbed for us, something we really are diving into. And it's another way to find really quality players who are really good people.
What about Illinois is appealing to these players specifically, you think?
Yeah, I think as we've continued to sell our brand and grow our brand, I think style of play, I think what we do with our strength and conditioning, recovery, nutrition, the development side of things is a big piece of it. We've sold that as well. You get to play in front of sellout crowds every night and be on that big stage. The Big Ten provides that. So it's just a continual opportunity. And then I think when they get to campus, they see the diversity on our campus. It's just a home run.
When we talk about this season and what you have to do to win the Big Ten, you did so many things well last year. A couple of the stats you look at, forcing turnovers, I don't think you were high up there in the Big Ten, 3-point shooting percentage. I don't know, are those points of emphasis for you this year?
Absolutely.
What do you need to do?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I think that we've been so good offensively. We were third 2 years ago. We were top 15. I think we were 14th last year. And we do want to force more turnovers to create an easy basket or two. And I've gone a complete 180. My first few years, we were tops in the country. Now we're almost last in the country in turnovers forced. I want to do that without trying to give up easy baskets and create too much by gambling. But I think the other thing that we want to do is make sure that shot selection is improved and a little better. We were very, very young last year. We took too many contested shots too early in the clock. And we've spent a summer, a fall now, in talking a lot about shot selection. And I hope that will help in those areas, because I do think we have some very talented offensive players, and good shots will help us on the defensive side as well.
Tomislav Ivisic, obviously a huge part of your team last year, will be a huge part of your team this year. How can he take that next step? What do you expect from him this year?
Well, to his credit, he stayed out of the draft. Potentially a late first round, early second round pick to come back and get stronger. Conditioning has been something that was needed for him just through strength. He got fatigued very early in games when he first got here. He's 256, I think, right now. So he's added weight, which has allowed him to play longer, take the banging. We know he's a terrific shooter. He ended the season just shooting the heck out of the ball. But it was really unfortunate for him last year. He had some tough things with mono, an ankle injury, and then actually a bad bout of the flu. So we need him healthy. But his added strength will benefit him and us.
And now this year you have 14 feet of Ivisic with his brother coming over. How do you plan to use them? Will you use them together? How will that work, do you think?
They're different players. I think the one thing that Zvonimir Z, as we call him, is a very, very gifted shooter. He has got perfect form. Plus at 7'2", he can shoot over the top of most everybody. Playing him a little more on the perimeter than we are on the interior. Now he is a very, very good shot blocker. He was second in the SEC in shot block rate. That is very nice to have. But they're different spots. They're playing different positions. They will play together. I like that. I think they have a great chemistry, which is understandable being twins. But, it gives us tremendous size and length, and very, very excited to have both those young men.
The difficulty of the Big Ten, where do you think it is right now? Obviously, we saw a bunch of teams make the tournament last year, still looking for that national champion that we haven't had in quite some time now. But what do you think the state of the conferences, the basketball conference is right now?
I think it's never been better. I think we've got an influx. We've got some new coaches that will change maybe what it's looked like a little bit, and obviously Buzz has had tremendous success in his time now at Maryland. Nico has won big at Colorado State. Ben has won everywhere he's been, and brings with him some of his former players. So I think it's just and then Darren at Indiana. So I think we've got a new influx of coaches. That's always exciting. From the standpoint that there's something new. But I think top to bottom, this league is as good as it's ever been. The West Coast schools, now it's not new. Everything is kind of settled in. I expect them to be, all of them, very, very good. So I think it's just a great year. I think we're going to be the SEC of last year. The SEC was very old. The Big Ten was very young. Now we're older, more mature. Great coaches, great venues. Never a better time to be in the Big Ten than right now.
That really is part of the debate in college basketball now. Can you win young? Do you need to be old? Is it a mix? Obviously, you can do it multiple ways, but where we are as a sport right now, can you win with the freshmen and the sophomores, or do you need that experience?
Oh, you need the experience.
Yeah.
And, I think 2 years ago, our Elite Eight run, we were old. Last year, we had 11 new players. We had a great group of guys. I loved them to death. But arguably, two of our best players were freshmen. And, we obviously see what Duke's done. We've been a program that has not had a ton of McDonald's All-Americans. We just have our first one this year. We've done it through development. So freshmen are very important, but in growing and earning their way through your program and building that culture and keeping it. but it does, there's tremendous importance of understanding the moment, being in a weight room for 2 or 3 or 4 years. You know, it's a value for sure.
Kylan Boswell came back home last year. What does he need to do to take his game to the next level?
It's understated how good a year he had. Played with a bunch of freshmen. He was new himself. People forget Kylan's very young. He classed up out of high school to go to Arizona. And his end of the season, we started to see his comfort. His last month was terrific. Had a tough year starting there, shooting it. Everything was new for him as well. Now we have seen true Kylan. Great defender. He is physically maybe as gifted an athlete as we have ever had on our campus. On the basketball side, he's a specimen in terms of his physical structure, his strength. So defensively, he's a menace, but I think offensively, he's just carried that over from the last month to this year, and then he's a magnet. Everybody's drawn to him, and he's got great qualities for leadership, and I think he's one of the premier guards in the country.